Well, the truth is I almost don't even feel like making a video today, but I'm making one anyway. The title of which is Getting Back on Track. It's not easy airing family matters that are better kept private. I had that drilled into me in the past in regard to my daughter and her family. More recently, I have been more or less forced into making reactionary videos as a result of my son posting comments on my Facebook videos. I don't think he looks at the YouTube postings. Anyway, I feel a lot of heaviness as I try to get back on track. In a sense, I may never be able to do that as I would like, since so much has changed. I face increasing signs of health issues, and I have no intention of ever going back to traditional doctors. I'd normally ask for prayer. However, so many think God is not real, or at least not personally involved in creation. If they are right, we are doomed. However, I do not think the disbelievers are correct, even though I can see why they reach some of their conclusions. In any case, I do pray that I am able to get back on track along with positive changes for humanity. Indeed, for the past, actually more than a week, I've been struggling with health issues. I began noticing it in the gym, and as I've said, I go to the gym regularly. Well, actually, I noticed it too when I have to walk a little bit distances or carry something that's heavy. I'm tending to get very short of breath. But in the gym, I noticed, especially on the bicycling part where I hold handlebars and I'm pedaling, and it does heart rate. And my heart rate for a long time was in yellow and low red, 115 to 125, generally somewhere in that range. And it was there for, a number of months, a few months at least. And all of a sudden, a week or so ago, I noticed it jumped, and I would switch to different apparatus in the gym, thinking, well, maybe the apparatus is bad, but I was getting the same kind of readings in the other apparatus. It jumped 15 to 20 points all of a sudden. And I've noticed I have to, my breathing when I'm doing the exercising is heavier. It's not as relaxed as it used to be. I haven't checked my blood pressure lately. That's something that I want to do and see if my blood pressure has also gone up in addition to my heartbeat. Now, I've normally had normal blood pressure, so I don't think that's a problem. But these are issues that concern me. And of course, the stress of having disagreements within my home, or the home that I'm staying in, my son's home, weighs heavily on me as well. So all of these things have amassed on me, not to mention, the same detractor group of a certain individual who I believe lived in Hong Kong, calling himself by the name of Friar, as if he's a clergyman. I personally feel he's probably a paid spammer, disinfo agent, and that's the only reason that he would keep a group going to attack somebody like me, whose numbers have decreased greatly in the number of people that watch my videos compared to what it used to be. And anyway, I have all these things piled up on top of me, and I have certain people telling me certain things that are supposed to be happening, and they keep, some of these positive changes that have been anticipated keep getting delayed again and again and again, and nothing substantive really changes. There's reports of people in high places in the U.S. government being arrested or somehow stopped I don't know if that's true either. I don't know what truth is anymore, which is part of the dilemma. As I've said, though, the idea of there not being a God is not part of the discussion. My whole life has been dedicated to God, and I've had, I feel, ample evidence that God has been with me different times, unless I was really, I mean, the deception was really, really good if it was fake, but I don't believe it was fake. In any case, I continue to press on. I will continue to try to make videos every day, as I've been doing for a long time. And hopefully I will be able to stay focused and stay centered on the changes that actually start unfolding. Hopefully they start unfolding. If they don't, as I've said so many times, if God doesn't step in, now when I say God step in, I don't mean that the physical being God, I don't know if God has a physical being. I don't necessarily think that God personally has to come down and do something, but God has to empower those that want to do good. That's what I'm talking about. Whether it's the angelic realm or extraterrestrial realm, or empowering human beings of good intent that want to make the world fair for everybody. We don't want to be in control of others. We want to stop the control of the criminals that are running rampant in the United States and Western Europe especially, but all over the world. I mean, all of these military actions coming out of Washington, D.C. and financed and through the monetary system that's centered in London and the religious system that's centered in the Vatican. All of these things have to come down. They have to be repurposed completely. The United States has to come back to its original status as a republic. It has to guarantee all people, no matter race, no matter gender, all people natural human rights. And it has to guarantee that and uphold that. No incarcerating people for false charges with no trials because they're speaking up and trying to tell the truth and trying to warn others. I mean, that's ridiculous. There's so many people that are in prison right now, and others that have been killed, and others that are just simply harassed over and over and over again because they want people to wake up. They want to get people to see the corruption that has infested our world, and especially at the high levels of government control. I watched a video or listened to a video recently about what Russia and China alliance could mean. I mean, they're taking it out of the fiat currency system into a tangibly backed financial system backed by gold and I guess silver and other things along that line. But in any case, there's major changes that have to be made. And if those changes, the positive changes aren't empowered and the negative changes are allowed to continue to operate in the world, we are doomed as a planet. And everything that I'm doing is of no value. I'm hoping that it's of value because people wake up, and people are waking up. But I still don't see the numbers that I'd like, and I still don't see some of the shifting things that have been promised that would be tangible to me and to many others. Anyway, these are some of the things that are going through my mind as I ramble on and as I attempt to get my life back on track and centered on where we're going. Please, those of you that are so inclined, I am asking for prayers, and I ask you to mention me to God when you talk to Him, and to empower not just me, but to all of us that are trying to do good. Thank you for listening, and namaste.